music business, perform live from Studio A.
It's Columbus radio at its finest.
They like it. That's where the support comes from.
I love WCBE, and I can't imagine Columbus without it.
Session this afternoon. We are just happy to have them here, Tommy Prine and Josh Helper. Welcome to WCBE.
Thanks for having us.
We've got this brand new album to talk about and where it all started and so much goodness. Jordan Smart will be opening up tonight, and doors, I believe, are 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock showtime. And let's get warmed up with the song, and we'll come back and talk about everything.
Cool. Yeah. This song is on my album, This Far South, and the song is called Boyhood.
All right.
With my brother in the woods on a hot July day, we got lost on second thought. We never knew the way. When Mama said go play outside, 'cause supper's ready soon, we caught bugs, found rocks, and thought we might find the moon. I saw a creek that was 10 years wide and hoped to cross it soon. And now I did, now we're not kids, and I think I wish too soon. Now my brother climbed a tree, and yet I ain't coming down. When I tried to, my foot slipped a groove and I fell on the ground. I got back up and I brushed it off. It really wasn't all that bad. And I swear falling through the air was the most fun I'd ever had. Daddy, won't you come outside? I feel lost today. And he said, son, yeah, you ain't done. Just look how far you came. You know that creek beyond the pines, I crossed it many times, and you will too. All you gotta do is give it some time. And when I'm done, you'll teach your son how to swim it straight. Just find love beside your heart. You'll never float away, you'll never float away.
Tommy Prine, live from Studio A of Boyhood. It's on the studio album This Far South that just came out in June. And Boyhood, obviously, you grew up around music. Everybody that knows John Prine, I get choked up when I talk about it. The legendary John Prine, Tommy's father. So I'm sure it was a magical boyhood and learning from your dad growing up. You learned guitar from watching him, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I mean, he showed me, I think, like a G chord and a D chord and an A chord, and he's like, there you go, there's a million songs in that right there. But I definitely, over the years, just kind of like noticed his like finger picking and just the way that he would, his kind of simplistic approach to playing the guitar, you know. And yeah, I think I kind of evolved my own sort of style that kind of grew from watching him perform all those years.
And did you write songs in private before, or did people know along the way that you were starting to go in that path?
I don't think I ever posted like a video or showed anybody anything until I was like 18, but I had been writing for probably like I think around 15 or 16 I started writing songs. And then even when I started kind of showing people that I was like singing and writing songs, it was still very like few and far between the moments that I would share. I don't know. It took me a long time to find my own musical confidence, I suppose. But, you know, once I did, I was like, hey, maybe I'll just turn this into my job. So.
Well, speaking of that, growing up, you thought your dad's job, what was it? Going to work. Thought all parents had the same job.
Yeah, I mean, well, it's also because like all of the adults in my life were either other people that were musicians or songwriters or just kind of in the music industry.
Yeah.
So whenever I would like go to a show as a child, like I would see those same people that would be coming over for dinner,
Right.
and they were either on stage or they were like backstage or something. I'm like, oh, this is just like what humans do. Like everyone does this every weekend. So
Right.
yeah.
And, well, talk about your summers in Ireland and how that helped shape some of the music that you do.
Yeah, so my mom was born and raised in Ireland, and I still have a lot of family that live over there. And for as long as I can remember, we would be spending 3 to 4 months every year consecutively, just like all the way through high school pretty much over in Ireland,
That's awesome.
especially in the summers. And yeah, I think folk music and music in general is just deeply rooted in Irish culture. And I think it was great, I feel like, for me to see different cultures and how they interact with music as well. Not just like back home in Nashville and just country music. You know, I was like exposed to like folk and traditional music at a very young age. And I mean, it always was just really fascinating to me when back at home I'd be at like a theater or a festival and seeing my dad perform, but then how I would take in music in Ireland is in like a pub, and there'd just be like some like old fellas in there just like ripping it up on a mandolin and a fiddle and a guitar, you know.
Down
So
to
I
the
think
core, yeah.
yeah, so I think that definitely had a large impact on the way that I process and create music.
And do you and your mom still head over there every so often?
Yeah, I was in Ireland like 3 times this year.
Nice.
Yeah, so I played a few shows in Dublin and Galway, and then I did a bunch of UK shows. But yeah, I try to go to Ireland as often as I can because I'm just in a constant state of missing it all the time. So
I have
yeah.
yet to been, and I'm Irish, so maybe I'll get some tips from you after.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But and your mom, as we're speaking of Fiona, I believe, right?
Yep.
She was your dad's manager, and now has taken over the management duties for you
Yep,
too.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I bet she's pretty protective.
Yeah, I think so, but in a good way, you know. I mean, I think, especially with like new artists, the music industry can be a little bit of like a gnashing teeth kind of thing, like trying to get their paws on new artists thing. So I'm glad that she's very
Right.
protective, you know.
Absolutely.
But yeah, she's been amazing, and she's really good at putting on her manager hat and taking off the mom hat when she needs to, you know. So it's good.
That's awesome. It is Tommy Prine joining us live from Studio A. The new album, This Far South, is out. I'm sure available in all sorts of ways tonight at the show, CD, vinyl kind of thing.
Yep, yeah, I got CDs, vinyls, shirts, hoodies, hats, whatever you want.
And it's a 2-piece this afternoon, full band tonight. And again, Jordan Smart opens up. And 8 o'clock doors, 9 o'clock showtime. We've got some more music, 2 more to go, and having some fun here today with Tommy Prine, and joined by Josh Halper this afternoon. And what's this next one you're going to do?
This is the title track of the record. This is This Far South.
All right.
Remind me of every single dogwood tree. I tried to reach out. I never see you this far south no more. words can't fall out my mouth no more. An angel, walk me through your garden, won't you please again? The nerves inside my heart in German town tonight, I'm learning that it's not good to fly. And I've chosen the habit that I'm dropping, coming down's exhausting. I think I need some help. Turn me over. If sand could rise when we grow old, then I would try to hold your hand a little slower. An angel, walk me through your garden and your trees, but please don't reach out, 'cause I won't be this far south again. The nerves inside my heart in German town tonight, I'm learning that it's not good to fly. And I've chosen the habit that I'm dropping, coming down's exhausting. I think I deserve some rest.
Tommy Prine, live from Studio A, and This Far South, the title track to his debut full-length studio album, and produced by somebody that's performed right here in the studio, Rustin Kelly,
Yep.
who we adore as well. And tell us about first meeting him and how you got to collaborate.
Well, we connected in 2019 at All the Best Fest. It was this festival that my family was putting on in the Dominican Republic.
Oh, cool.
And it just so happened to be when I ran into Rustin kind of for the first time, and me and my then girlfriend, now wife, Savannah, and Rustin just all like really hit it off and kind of became very fast best friends. And that coincidentally ended up being also the first show that I ever performed of my own music, because an artist had to drop out due to an illness. And we were kind of in like the war room with the whole festival people, and they were like, we really need someone to play. Like, we can't fly someone out here, and all the other artists are booked up. And I got thrown in the mix, and Rustin saw me perform there, and we were just kind of buddies for about a year or two, really, after that. And then one day he asked if I wanted to go make a demo in the studio of the song we just played, This Far South. And about 2 months after we did that, he called me with another dear friend of mine, Gina Johnson, who's the other co-producer on the record. And they were like, hey, buddy, we think that you should quit your job and become an artist, and we'll help you get there. And, yeah, and I did, and it's been the best choice I think I've ever made. So
Wow.
I'm
And
glad I did that jump with those two people specifically, because they're very beautiful people.
and they appeared on the album, too. They or Rustin is on the album performing.
Yeah, he does. Well, Rustin and Gina did some background vocals, and then I think Rustin also threw in some guitar, and actually he played the keys on By the Way as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So they
So
were peppered in all over it. Yeah.
And you were talking about that festival, at, filling in. What were your nerves like? Had you performed much?
So I had,
that was your first.
Well, I had performed with my father a lot. I would go on the road and I would sell merch for him, and then I would go play the encores with him.
Fun.
So my live experience up until that point had been in very large venues and only for one song, and it was my father's song. Excuse me. And then that was my first time performing by myself for my own songs for like a 45-minute set, and I was pretty freaking nervous for sure. Yeah.
But yet Rustin saw something, and you must not have shown the nerves, or maybe.
I think I did, but I think to Rustin's credit, I've grown a lot since we started this whole thing, this project for This Far South, and a lot of that is just from actually doing the work and being on the road and playing shows and just kind of like absorbing myself into the world of music. And back then, I mean, I didn't think I was really all that good, but to Rustin's credit, I think that, and Gina, I think they saw something in me that I didn't see in myself at the time. And, I think they found that if the right folks were around me and they could nurture something that could turn into hopefully something great.
Yeah.
And I feel like
it
is pretty awesome.
It is. Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. And 10 straight years camping at Bonnaroo. Whew, it's hot down there.
Sure is, yeah. And I think I don't think I'll ever do that again. I think I've
What was
done
the
my
age
time.
range when you were doing it?
So I started going in like the 8th grade with just my friends. Sorry, mom and dad. Yeah. And then I just I think I went from like 13 to like 23, like every single year with just some buddies. And I think I've done my time at the camping at festivals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so fun and so much variety, kind of like what you get here at WCB, a little bit of everything.
Yeah,
and that's
absolutely.
your taste as well. You
Absolutely. Yeah. There's been some of the best shows I've ever seen in my life at Bonnaroo. So
cool. Now putting your own on.
Yeah.
That is so awesome. Tonight is the show. It is sold out over at Natalie's, presented by CBE. And after the next song they do for us, we'll do our giveaway. Jordan Smart will open up, and still based in Nashville, right?
Yes, I am based in Nashville, yeah.
And so what, playing in Nashville or just going out to see music in Nashville? What's your favorite couple of venues?
My favorite venues, I would say probably number one is the Ryman. I haven't gotten to play my own show there, but I've played the Ryman a lot of times, yeah, for sure. The Ryman's great. The Exit Inn is also a phenomenal venue. And what's a good third one?
Well, the Basement East that we headlined the other night.
That's right.
I think that's an institution associated with a great record store in Nashville called Grimey's, so they put on some really cool stuff.
Yeah, Basement East is definitely, we just played it the other week, and that was probably my favorite show I've ever played. It was an incredible kind of homecoming feel to it, so yeah.
Your favorite show until tonight here in Columbus.
That's right, yeah, that's right. Upcoming,
kidding. I'm just kidding. All right, so the show's tonight, again, 9 o'clock showtime. Jordan Smart will open up, and we were honored and lucky enough to have your dad perform right in this very room in 1995, and the same goes for you. So.
Oh, nice! The year I was born. That's
thank
awesome.
You.
Yeah.
Oh, that is. Oh,
yeah.
right. Oh,
that's pretty special.
Even better. Yeah. All right. Well, congratulations again. Thank you both for being here today and taking the time.
For sure. Thanks for having us.
And what's this last one you're gonna do?
This is "Ships in the Harbor." It's not on the album, but it was the first song that I ever recorded and released.
All right.
Must be the morning again. The sun through the window felt good on my skin, so it must be leaving soon, as it should. And I saw the bluebird again. She pointed it out in the yard on our fence, so it must be leaving. got to see an old friend. We laughed and stayed up till it came to an end, 'cause he must be leaving soon, as we do. I tend to get lost in the stars. I waste every night wondering where we all are and how we must be leaving soon, as they should. Standing by water is harder and harder. That's why I get sad when there's ships in the harbor, 'cause they must be leaving soon, as they should. It takes time to know when you're wrong, and it takes even longer to put it all in a song. And I wish it was easy to, like he did. When I'm by peaceful waters, it's harder and harder. I'd do anything just to talk to my father, but I guess he was leaving soon, as we do. And yeah, I guess he was passing through.